Why do you guys do this? I'm already kind of weirded out, so immediately I start texting my friend Steve. I think there's an affair going on next to me, and I don't know what to do about it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And then what was my return? Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. If you're new here, you probably stumbled down a weird YouTube hole and that's where you found me, and now you're part of the weird, strange part of the internet. But seriously, can we talk about like some of the weird YouTube holes that I've fallen down? I recently found people who are in love with objects, and someone who's in love with a roller coaster, and someone who's in love with a fence.
Fences are such dangerous objects for me because they are so perfect in their geometry. I mean, I have to say there is a lot of physical stuff going on right now. I'm definitely physically attracted to this fence. And I would like to get to know this fence better.
But yeah guys, welcome back. I have such a weird up story for you, and I'm very excited to tell it. And this is a segment I like to call Coffee Talk. Hey Dom, you should put like a really cool graphic to introduce this segment. That is a very good idea, and I am getting to it. Roll the graphic. But yeah, welcome back to Coffee Talk. I'm your host, Dom, and this is a show where, I'm not gonna say show, I'm gonna say segment. And this is the segment where I tell you everything weird that I've heard at my local coffee shop. Wow, that was such a cool graphic, Dom. Thank you. I really don't even know if it's cool yet because like I haven't edited or put it together yet, but like I'm trusting myself. That's something I should not do. But yes, like I said, this is a segment where I talk about all the weird up that I have heard at my local coffee shop. Now, if you missed the last episode of Coffee Talk, go ahead and click right up there. I will leave a link, or I will leave a link down below. It got weird last time, and things are no different this time. So if you don't know by now, this all happened at a local coffee shop that I always frequent. And for some reason, people think I'm like Dr. Phil, and they like to talk about their problems right by me, except they don't know that I'm there. I actually have two stories for you today. They tie in together. You'll see what I mean. So just watch the whole entire video if you want to get the whole entire story. And it's about to get real up in here. I need water. I kind of wish this was coffee so I could like drink it while I'm like talking about coffee.
Do you want a coffee mug?
Nah, that would be too much work. But before we get started in the story, please go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the weird up that keeps happening to me. Anyway, on with the story.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it!
Now this first story wasn't really weird. This first story was just really annoying. Ugh. So let me paint you a picture. So I was at the coffee shop about like 2 in the afternoon, I want to say. I think I had some time before work, or I just got done running errands and I really wanted coffee. So of course I go to this coffee shop. I have my book because I'm gonna try and read. Not like try and read like I can read. You get where I'm going with it. And I go to sit down on the couch. Now let me paint you a picture of how the coffee shop is laid out. So really directly in the middle, there's a big couch and there's just people all around. There's just like tables, there's other types of chairs. So I'm sitting on the couch. There's just like light music playing and I'm just sitting there reading my book. Now everyone around me is also reading or they're working on stuff. So it's a very quiet and very chill environment. And then the bitch walked in. So this chick walks in. Let's just name her something bitchy, like Carol. Carol, that works really well. Her fucking name was Carol. Carol walks into this very quiet, very peaceful environment, and she sits right next to me on the couch. So she gets her laptop out and she gets her phone out and she looks like she's about to do some work, which is fine by me. I'm just trying to enjoy my coffee and read my book in peace. But I don't care if anyone's next to me as long as they're quiet. As long as they're quiet. So she immediately makes a phone call. First off, why are you making a phone call now? And also, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like making phone calls in public places. I don't like talking on the phone normally, so I definitely don't like everyone hearing me talk on the phone. So it would have been bad enough if she was like talking loudly on the phone while I'm trying to read, while everyone else is trying to maintain this like peace and quiet. But she puts the fucking phone on speaker. She then continues this conversation, speaking so loudly and has the phone on full volume. Little disclaimer, if your name is Carol, I'm sorry, not all Carols are bitches, just like 8 out of 10. I'm sure you're one of the two. So picture it.
Picture it. Sicily, 1922.
A full coffee shop of people just trying to get homework done, people trying to read, and people just trying to just do whatever, just relax. And this stupid is just speaking so loudly on speakerphone. Why are people like this? Why do people exist? This is why I don't like people, honestly. She's literally the worst type of person. Who does that? And this conversation went on for about like 20 minutes. I don't even know about what. That's not even the fucking point. Like, her, you, Carol. If your name is Carol, not you. I'm sure you're great. And at some point, I just get so annoyed that I just leave. So anyway, that's the end of the first story. Now that moves us into the second story, which actually happened about a week later.
1 week later.
So the second story, of course, takes place at the coffee shop, but this time it's about 8 o'clock at night. Now, I'm already not good at sleeping, so having coffee at 8 at night really doesn't f***ing matter. Like, I'm gonna be up all night anyways, so I was getting a late night cup of coffee. And I was actually sitting in the exact same place. So like right on the corner of the couch. So I get my cup of coffee, I'm just minding my own business, and I was actually waiting for my friend Steve. I texted him and told him to meet me at the coffee shop because, I don't know, I wanted friends. So he was on his way to join me. So pretty much I was just hanging out waiting for him. Then all of a sudden this couple comes in and they sit right next to me again. I don't really know what it is with people sitting right by me when there's more seats available. Why do you guys do this? Do I look approachable? Because if so, I really need to change that. So anyway, I'm already kind of weirded out, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna play on my phone, let them do their things. They had like a bunch of bags and stuff with them, and I'm assuming they were gonna do some business stuff and they're gonna work. I didn't really get a good look at them, so I couldn't really tell like what kind of people they were until they started talking. Now, I couldn't really hear what they were talking about at the beginning because they were talking really quietly, and then it got louder. I don't even know, I'm assuming they knew I was sitting right there. Also, because I was sitting there first, if anything, they should move if they don't want me hearing this. So of course, I listened when things caught my attention. We need to be careful about these meetings. Now, I don't know about you, but the word meeting is very suspicious to me, especially in the context that I heard it. Now, when I think of the word meeting, I think of an affair. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I have a f***ed up mind. That's probably true, but like the other part's probably true too. So when I heard that, I kind of became a little bit more intrigued. I kind of listened in a little bit more. I'm like, ooh, where is this going? And then she said, does anybody know? Does anybody know? That's suspicious, right? So we need to be careful about our meetings, and does anybody know? This is a an affair. So immediately I start texting my friend Steve, where are you? And he's like, I'm about like 5 minutes away. Why? And I'm like, I think there's an affair going on next to me and I don't know what to do about it. Like, I don't know, how do you act in that situation? I was just like scrolling through my phone pretending that I wasn't hearing whatever I was hearing, but also not to look suspicious because I didn't want them to move because like I kind of wanted to hear, but didn't really want to hear. I don't know where I stood on this, so I was frozen. Something that I realized is out of the corner of my eye, I could tell that he kept looking at his phone. She then noticed and said, oh, is that her? This is a fucking affair. This is a fucking affair. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And then he said something so very smooth. No. So by this point, I am completely speechless. Like, I'm motionless. I don't know what to do. But then things start getting a little bit hostile. She very aggressively says, you don't want people to know that you're here with me, do you? He then says, not really, that wouldn't be good. Wow. Way to play it cool. And then he says, we shouldn't be doing this. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's a lot of information that I don't know, but like, it's an affair. right? Like, I know I'm implying a lot, but like, what else can I fucking imply? By this point, my friend gets there and they start speaking a little bit more quiet. I think because they noticed that there's two people right by them. So I didn't really get more information about that. And at some point they just left. Now remember, I did not see these people because they were right next to me. And if I looked over, it would be very obvious that I was looking at them, but my friend was kind of sitting right across from them, because how the couch works is it kind of goes like this and goes out. And he realized something very, very strange. Get ready. It was the same fucking bitch, Carol. When did M. Night Shyamalan start directing my life? What is this girl's life? That pretty much wraps up this story, but like, I see her all the fucking time at this coffee shop. She's always there. Like me. And she's always loud, she's always obnoxious, and I'm always angry when I see her. Like, my demeanor immediately changes when she walks in the room. Ugh. But yeah, I know what you're thinking. It might not have been an affair, and I have some possible theories about this. So here are my theories. First theory, it's a business partner affair. Now with this theory, it would make sense that they came to work on business and that they're partners in something and that they're having an affair on the side, and he's starting to get fed up with it because, like, have you met her? I would get fed up with it too. Number two, it's a secretary and a boss. Now this is a little bit more of a generic one, but like, all the signs kind of point to this one. My theory with this one is they came to the coffee shop to discuss business, almost like the first theory, except he is her boss, and it's pretty much like a porno flick from there. Third, and probably the most interesting one to dive into, is a professor and a student. Now this theory would make sense because there's actually a college right down the street from this coffee shop. Whenever I went to school there, I would come to this coffee shop all the time to do homework. I know a lot of people do it, and it's very convenient if you go to the school that this would be a cool study place. So it would make sense that they're having a meeting, maybe a tutoring meeting, and that there's an affair going on the side of all this. Dude, college is crazy. And my fourth and final theory is it's just a date and she's just being a bitch, because that's what Carol would do. Think about it. She's like, you don't want people to know that you're here with me, do you? I wouldn't want people to know that I'm there with her. Oh, is that her? No. Of course I would be talking to someone else if I was with Carol. And we shouldn't be doing this, because no one should. What?
Damn, Carol.
Fuck Carol, I hate her. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this segment of Coffee Talk. Now, I have way more stories from this coffee shop that I'm probably going to be sharing, and I usually end up live tweeting it. So, like, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Like, God, I'm such a self-promoting whore. But, like, go follow it. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope it made you laugh, or maybe it made you angry. Maybe you know someone like Carol. Maybe you know Carol. Which, in that case, I'm sorry. Oh, that's mean. That's so mean. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed it. I make new videos every single week. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Except you, Carol.